everybody. This is Estes Mountain Boy, also known as Grayson Pack. That's my full name. There you go. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Arc'teryx Beta LT. There is a beta, but this is the Beta LT, also standing for lightweight, and beta meaning versatility. This color is Smoke Bluff, if I didn't just say that. And it's a size large, and I am about 5'8". Well, probably 5'8" with these boots on, maybe a little over, because I'm about 5'7", 3/4. When you're short like me, kind of, you're pretty average height, the 1/4 inches and 3/4 inches, it matters. Yeah, so today, I just kind of decided, I'm going to start reviewing products, especially specifically outdoor gear, and what better to do than one of my newest purchases. So let's start it off. So, with this jacket, you have the Velcro, so you can easily adjust the cuff size here. You can put a glove on and obviously very easily cinch it down. There's no type of pull on here. It'd be kind of cool if there was like a little string or something. If you have gloves on, it might be easier to grab that than, have all that material between your fingers that reduces dexterity. Trying to pull this, might need someone to help you. I've been able to do it either way, but sometimes you need some help. So that's great about this jacket. It is Gore-Tex, as it states right here. Gore-Tex, it's got this seam that it's kind of like a plasticky material, and it seals out the water. So I think it also kind of helps hold in some heat too, honestly. As a shell jacket, you need to hold in heat, and if you have something just as simple as that, preventing wind from blowing through all those little tiny pieces of the zipper, I think that's a score. That's a plus. Even if it's that small of a win, it's a win. All right. So, you got 2 zips on each side. There's not a zip up here, which is a little bit of a bummer. I kind of like that when I'm skiing. I can put my icon pass in there, and then I can just, put my chest up there. Boom, done. Obviously, this is not meant to be a full-on just ski jacket, snowboard jacket. If it was, you'd probably have a zip right here. You could put your pass in there and just bump. You're going through. But yeah, I just like if it would have had that pocket there, but it doesn't. But yeah, these pockets are very spacious. I can definitely fit my whole hand in there, plus some. Even past my wrists a good amount. It's pretty high. It goes up high, like about right here, all the way down to here. So that's like a foot. You got like a foot of space in here from this point on. And then it kind of obviously, I guess it goes the same, but obviously you don't want anything tucked up in here. It might fall out if you're doing anything. But yeah, it's got this really nice looking material in here. It's really it's very quiet. The jacket itself, I'd say, is a little bit more quiet than like a windbreaker or rain jacket or other types of shell jackets. Oftentimes though, I think that some of the less waterproof jackets though are quieter, because I think their material, for some reason, if you were to look under a microscope, and even just touching it, you can tell that it's just not as smooth. And I think that if you look at a traditional rain jacket, it's not very textury. It's very plasticky. But this is I think a good medium for sure. And touching it just feels very high quality. There's no complaints on that. The stitching on it for the logo, everything looks great. It looks very nice. So yeah, let's get on to layering. So underneath here, I am wearing the Patagonia Chinchilla sweater, and it's nice that it goes up to here. Does definitely help keep your neck warmer, than just a normal traditional base layer that you would just be wearing. I don't know why you'd be wearing just a base layer, but hey, I have a base layer underneath. This is the Columbia. It's called an Omni something. I don't know. They go around, retail around $50 for the top, 50 for the bottoms. I think that if you have that and then something thick like this, it can hold in some of the heat. And it also, I didn't tuck this in because I'm not actually that cold right now. If you do get a base layer, you want it to be, oh gosh, what is the name of it? Can't think of it. It's some type of synthetic material, but it's better than a lot of others. But anyways, merino wool though is obviously one of the best. It doesn't smell over multiple uses if you don't have capability to wash it. If you're outdoors camping, backcountry skiing, doing a multi-day backpacking trip, anything like that, merino wool is the way to go. Wicks very well. and keeps you warm. Anyways, enough about the base layering. I wanted to mention that when you do actually zip up this jacket, it's got this amazing material right here that prevents the chafing on the chin. So like I have like a little bit of, what would you say? Some bristles, because I didn't shave today. So it's really nice that it just kind of rubs up against there. It doesn't feel like it's digging into the material or feel gross, you know? It just feels very nice. It's very comforting. And yeah, you don't really want any kind of chafing whatsoever, obviously, when you're hiking or doing any kind of long, strenuous activities. Yeah, it's definitely beneficial. I like it when I move my head around. It feels very good. I can move up and down, and it's just soft. And also, speaking on this kind of area of the jacket, the hood is huge. As you can tell, it is massive. And why, you might ask? Well, for a helmet. So that'll be our next talking point. I was caught up, but that's fine. Next talking point. All right, so this is the Camp Scout helmet. It's a great, I don't know, you could just say, oh no, it's called the Storm, Camp Storm. All right, this is a size large, so yeah, you could say I got a meaty head, especially with all this hair. All right, so there we go, fits pretty good. It's a little loose on the chin. I did lose some weight since I last used this, so anyways. So yeah, I probably look really weird with my long hair. But yeah, so obviously the hood easily just fit right over that. I've had a lot of problems wearing even just like, it's like a shell jacket that has a built-in insulation layer that you can like pop out. It's like by North Face, I don't know, probably some of you have one, or by another brand. That hood, they just never fit over the helmet, or if it does, it's like pushing down on your neck, and it's just not comfortable. It's just not the way to go. And nowadays, I just prefer to do shells because, you know, you don't have that layer underneath, and it's just, I don't know. It's way more flexible in the sense of that you can decide if you want to wear a bunch of layers or take off layers, you know. You're not restricted by like having to take the whole jacket off and like popping off the snaps and pulling off that layer and then putting it back on. Like, it's just easier to layer. Your layering process is just simplified instantly. But anyways, it's about this jacket. So you got these drawstrings right here, so you can tighten it down or not. And then you can also, where is it? Gosh darn it. Somewhere back here. Oh yeah, right here. Tighten that up. There you go. And I can look both ways, and even like not even look both ways, and I can still see basically just as good as I would normally without a hood on, I'd say. I mean, obviously it's like barely cut off, but like it's like perfect. Like the cinching kind of like almost like corners right where your eye level is, and that's like nice that it's not just like closing in like this, you know, and making your vision like this. It's definitely like, it's very purposeful the way the jacket's designed. So yeah, I can definitely see like very easily like over to my left and right. So that's a plus. So yeah, I'd say that this is a great jacket, and only complaint I would say is actually something really weird that I don't know how many of you have experienced. So I will show you. So normal people would probably hang their jackets by this little loop that's built into the jacket. But I was hanging my jacket, not this one. I have the, not the Cerium, it's like the Photon. It's a, you know, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, it's a Photon, pretty sure. And I was hanging it on my door by the hood. And if you don't know, there is a, I don't want to get this in the ground. All right, like this bar of material here. And it's not the cinching part. You can see that, like where the cinching is, you know, the drawstring cord stuff. But there's actually like a metal bar or something inside this. Or it's like a polymer of some sort. I'm not sure. It's almost like piano wire or something. and it kind of adds some rigidity to the hood. And if you hang it by that all the time, it eventually just wears it out, and it doesn't hold like it does right now. Like, you see how it's just holding up? It'd be like that probably, or like just kind of drooped. So yeah, word of warning, don't do that. Hang it by this or by a coat hanger. That is the best choice. But anyways, yeah, besides the price point being $450, I do think you are getting a good product. But $450 and this thing getting all worn out really easily, in my opinion, that just drops it down to like a 9.5, because it's still an amazing jacket, and all the other qualities of this jacket are amazing. You know, oh yeah, there's this drawstring cord here too, so you know, you can pull it by that if you want, or whatever. It's easier to do it like that, but yeah, so yeah, it's a great jacket, and I'm really excited to start using this all season long, honestly. I mean, you can use this any time of the year, as long as you got layers, of course. You wouldn't just want to wear this in a t-shirt, you know, go skiing, unless it's spring skiing. Who knows, maybe you'll do that. But yeah, I think it's a great jacket, and I think that, you know, if you need a good shell and you have the money to splurge on one, go ahead and get it. Yeah, there's a lot of different colors. Quite a bit of them are not in stock through Arc'teryx's website currently, but I would check REI. Backcountry, I don't know if they sell Arc'teryx or not. Evo, I don't think they do. They maybe do. I just never looked on there. But yeah, great jacket, 9.5 out of 10. And I will see you guys later. Peace.